Listen. Okay, now the next y'all. Damn it, who gonna save Wendy? Y'all, we ride out at dawn. Damn it. I'm tired of y'all playing with Wendy. And y'all listen, y'all better not be in the look. We are not playing in the comment section. We are serious. We ride at dawn. We ain't playing about Wendy Williams, y'all. We ain't playing. Stop messing with Wendy. Stop messing with Wendy, y'all. They showed this damn documentary, and if Wendy didn't look crazy as hell, I don't know what it was. Like, and then what kills me is that everybody acting like they didn't know Wendy had dementia. Meanwhile, I only saw 30 seconds of the damn 15 seconds. I mean, or a minute of this documentary trailer. And I already could tell that, dementia or, Alzheimer's has taken effect. I was like, that's the only thing it could be. What else is making you forget where you are and forget who around you? That's the only thing that it could be. Then put in her age range, it only made sense. So I'm confused. But you want to know what else I'm confused by? I'm confused. Why the fuck does Wendy Williams have a manager and a publicist? What are they publicizing and what are they managing? Because Wendy ain't got shit going on and Wendy cannot work no jobs. How the hell does Wendy have a manager? Can somebody tell me that? Can somebody explain to me why Wendy needs a manager? Can somebody do that, please? That's what I want. Y'all got Wendy Williams on this documentary with no wig on. And y'all know that that's messed up. Child, when Wendy Williams took off that wig and hugged Black China, y'all could not tell me. Y'all couldn't tell me I was not witnessing a scene from Roots. I definitely thought it was giving Roots or a scene from Beloved. I really was uncomfortable with it. And all I can think about was like, where is Wendy's people? And then come to find out, Wendy, we already talked about this in my last live, but Wendy's guardian is was trying to sue to get it stopped. The documentary. But I'm saying you signed off on it. And it seems as though like it was supposed to start off as one thing, but the truth ended up being a whole nother thing. And you wanted to stop that truth. And I feel like you want to stop that truth because of what we're going to talk about right here. Okay, let's get into it. So it says, the neighborhood talk fact-finding. Judge who ruled in Wendy Williams' guardianship case was previously investigated for granting guardianship appointments to people who donated to her Supreme Court election campaign. Judge Lisa Sokoloff received $5,720 in campaign donations from 20 people involved in guardianship. And those same 62 people, hold on, y'all, because what we will do, okay, is we gonna take a break, from the neighborhood talk of it all. And we gonna go get into this, okay? Because I'm gonna look into it for myself. Okay. And we're gonna go to the actual website. Okay. So I'm gonna go to the roots because we being extra black today. All right, we being extra black. All right. So it says, let me make sure it's all good on here. Okay, cool. We good. Questions surround judge who assigned Wendy Williams her random guardianship resurfaces. A resurfacing article exposes even more mess behind the Wendy Williams guardianship fiasco. I just want to know, how do these white people and these judges even get around Wendy to make a judgment? Who even said that Wendy Williams needed guardianship? Who said that? Now I know she does, but I'm saying how did this trial get started? And look, y'all, you can't tell me that this is not a reptilian. This is a reptilian woman that have taken hold of not only Wendy Williams, but Wendy Williams' money and Wendy Williams' health. This is Sabrina Morrissey. This is the woman over Wendy Williams' funds. Now, let's hold on. Let me read this for y'all real quick. So it says, after the Where's Wendy Williams documentary began airing on Lifetime, the internet has been exploding with opinions as to how valid her guardianship arrangements. However, it turns out the judge who ruled on it might be a little suspicious. The talk show host was placed under financial guardianship in 2022 after Wells Fargo asked, like I'm saying, like how can Wells Fargo, how can my bank go to the court to get my finances locked up? Can I ask that? How can the bank go to the court to say that I couldn't be in control of my money? The bank petition claimed Wendy was the victim of undue influence and financial exploitation as a result of being an incapacitated person. Excuse me. By that, they were referring to her illness at the time and eventual diagnosis of primary progressive aphasia and frontotemporal dementia. Y'all know I like saying that, which was confirmed last week by her team per NBC News. After an insane battle between Williams' family and children over who should steward her funds, after allegedly abusing their access to her money, New York Supreme Court Judge Lisa Sokoloff appointed someone outside the family, attorney Sabrina Morrissey. One would think the chaos would come to a close, but no. A resurfacing article from ABC 7 New York named Sokoloff as one of the Manhattan judges with a suspicious link between campaign donations and guardianship rulings in favor of lawyers. Read more from ABC New York. Okay, so it says, Manhattan judge Lisa Sokoloff received $5,700 in campaign donations from 2019 to 2022 from 20 guardianship lawyers. 20 guardianship lawyers can only give you $5,700? 20 lawyers? That's crazy. Law firms or people who deal in guardianship cases and awarded those same people or law firms 62 appointments in 2022. One of the lawyers who donated to her was Paul Medeiros. In 2022, he donated $1,000 to Sokoloff's election campaign. Sokoloff gave Medeiros 7 guardianship appointments in 2022. So it seems that this is a way just for them to make money. Medeiros told Eyewitness News the donations was not a conflict of interest. He said that he has known Sokoloff for 29 years and has always supported her career. Child. It has not been determined whether Morrissey donated anything to Sokoloff's campaign for state Supreme Court justice. Her name and law firm do not appear on the list of donors. We don't even know what their relationship is, if any. However, according to documentary producer Mark Ford, the attorney has almost no relationship with Williams. So the producer of the documentary said that this woman has no relationship with Williams. She don't even talk to Wendy Williams. Which we could kind of see because Wendy Williams couldn't get no access to her money to go eat, do nothing, and nor get herself a wig. I think the family thought, and we all thought, there shouldn't be anybody here. I think the family thought, and we all thought, shouldn't there be somebody here more often? Shouldn't there be somebody filling a refrigerator and checking in on her on a daily basis? None of those things were happening, which we were able to see because I was like, this does not make sense. This lady is struggling. She don't even know where she's at. Where's her guardian? Where's her guardian at? Because the guardian is not guarding anything. You're not guarding anything. This finding merely just casts even more skepticism on how Wendy Williams is being treated or taken advantage of. Y'all, I found something even more crazy. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. We on the scavenger hunt, girl. We on the scavenger hunt, girl. This is what I wanted to see. So this is from the U.S. Sun, and it says, under fire, Wendy Williams guardian accused of robbing client in $30 million lawsuit while controlling troubled host finances. It says the U.S. Sun can exclusively reveal that Wendy's guardian, Sabrina Morrissey, her firm Morrissey & Morrissey LLP, and about 10 other attorneys were named as defendants in the lawsuit. This is this hard-faced lady. You old dog-faced, hard-faced woman. You old dog-faced heifer. Ooh, I can't. Ooh, is. I really want to say some stuff. Morrissey and the other attorneys were accused in the suit of conspiring to perpetuate a baseless guardianship against an individual, Jose Verdugo, in New York, who had won $5.5 million in a personal injury claim. The plaintiff in the case, attorney Michael Flomenhoff of the Flomenhoff law firm PLLC, represented Verdugo. Is it Verdugo or Vertigo? After he sustained head and back injuries from a construction accident. The case was opened in November 2022 and August 2023. The plaintiff filed, they discontinued the above entitled action without prejudice and without cost to either party as the other, which means Flomenhoff is allowed to refile charges, alter the claim, or bring the case to another court. Flomenhoff claimed that the trouble started around 2009 when a former associate of his, Herbert Rodriguez Esquire at Schwartz, Goldstein, Campisi, and Case LLP, contacted his client. The court documents allege that Rodriguez misrepresented to Vertigo about Flomenhoff's handling of his case and told him and his wife, who desperately needed the award money, that his case could not be finalized unless Vertigo consented to a MHL Article 81 guardianship that Vertigo did not want or need. That's where Wendy's guardian, who was criticized by the Starz family in a docuseries by Lifetime that aired this past weekend, allegedly became involved in the dispute. So basically, this person was injured, won money after filing a lawsuit, but an attorney told him that he could not get his money until he became a part of a guardianship. And this is when they hired Morrissey, allegedly. So Rodriguez and his firm initially partnered and conspired with Sabrina Morrissey Esquire of M&M to impose on Vertigo and MHL, a mental hygiene law, Article 81 guardianship. The court documents state, under the guise of protecting and vindicating Vertigo, they jointly pursued a dual litigation strategy aimed at getting rid of Flomenhoff and allegedly reaping Morrissey's substantial court awarded fees as guardian counsel through litigation, maligning Flomenhoff legally and ethically. Child, the suit claims that Wendy's conservators became guardians of Vertigo on January 19, 2010 and continued into October 7, 2015. The complaint also alleges that she was involved in litigation related to the conservatorship. The suit goes on to claim that Morrissey and the firm SGKC were, quote unquote, empowered by the confidence that their fee applications would be judicially rubber stamped and the consistent judicial resistance to affording Vertigo an opportunity to demonstrate his capacity under the New York mental hygiene law, and thus the invalidity of the guardianship defendants have been untrammeled in their scheme. The suit alleged that the guardianship judges also played a role in the alleged scheme. Ongoing ex parte communications between judges in the guardianship part and guardian attorneys have also facilitated the scheme. Defendants have conspired to perpetuate a baseless guardianship over a ward named Jose Verdugo under the guise of protecting Verdugo's best interests. Doesn't that sound familiar? For more than a decade, Defendants have imprisoned Verdugo in a humiliating and oppressive guardianship by manipulating and serially deceiving him, as well as the New York Supreme Court and the appellate division. It continued. The complaint, which details over a decade of litigation related to the conservatorship, including filings pertaining to the guardianship of the ward and various other court action on his supposed behalf, accused Wendy's conservator and other guardians of falsely perpetuating baseless guardianship to silence and legally incapacitate Verdugo from acting on his own behalf. The plaintiff alleged that the litigation, which in part drained Verdugo's settlement with excessive attorney's fees, all stemmed from $5,000 discrepancy in 2007. Y'all listen. Did I not say that this was all a plot and a scheme? I said that on the last video, that what they're doing, they're going to keep her in this conservatorship and they're going to keep on paying themselves, charging themselves different fees for doing stuff that they're not even really doing or need to do. And they're going to continue to manage this conservatorship and pay themselves until all the money is gone. And then the guardianship is going to be released, because at that point, Wendy won't be able to pay them anymore because they have drained her funds. Did I not say that? Did I not say that? Thank you. I said that. I've been said this, y'all. Y'all need to listen to me. Look, I graduated with a double major out of business school. I may not be a lawyer, but I can tell you how money work. Also, y'all, real quick. So, y'all know I graduated college in 2022. For those of y'all who don't know, I was former military. So, I ended up going into college when I was like 22, and I ended up graduating at 27, right? And I've been at my job now like for 2 years. Well, my career is not a job. And like, I got a really good pay increase, and I got a really good bonus and promotion. And like, I'm finally able, because I've always been like a very stickler about this. And y'all, I know y'all go, look, I kind of can go off topic, but it's only gonna take me a minute. I can kind of be a little bit meticulous in the way that I plan things, because I like to be completely comfortable. And y'all, I've had a roommate ever since I was in high school, because I've always had to live with people. In the military, you have to like be in the ship. Then they put you in these barracks with other people. Then you on deployments with people. Then after I got out of the military, I was in college full time, and I could not be, affording $2,100 in rent at that time. So I was still having roommates. So now I finally have been able to get my own place, and I'll be moving in May, and I'm really excited about that. I live comfortably, but I want to live comfortably on my own. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm really happy about that. But I'm saying, I know how money works. I told myself I was not gonna like move into my own place until I made at least 4 times the amount of the rent that I'm gonna need. And that's what I've accomplished now. So I'm good. So I won't be behind on rent. Even in the worst case. I'm just saying. So I know how money works, and I plan accordingly. But I'm saying, I told y'all that this was how this is gonna go. And y'all, my apartment is gonna be, I'm living in these luxury apartments. Y'all, I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited that Michael gonna have his own space, just to roam and do his own thing, and I'm gonna have a lot of room and stuff like that. And it looks so sophisticated. They're still building it. Like, it's still in production. It won't be done until like this spring. But I saw the floor plans and stuff like that. I took a hard hat, tour around the facility, and it's amazing. I'm really excited. But back to what we was talking about. Free Wendy. Damn it. A slew of litigation was pursued in the time since Verdugo was placed under guardianship that the suit alleged ate up a massive amount of his personal injury reward. Damn it. The lawsuit alleged under the banner of supposedly protecting Vertigo, using these sham litigations as a vehicle to amass extraordinary and fraudulently based attorney and guardianship fees, plundering Vertigo's multi-million-dollar personal injury recovery in 731 in the process. Wait, recovery in 731? What does that mean? The case estimated that Vertigo's initial reward, he had $2.47 million left after attorney fees, case expenses, and discharge of liens. But in the following years, the defendant allegedly pursued litigation without their client's consent to the tune of another $1.1 million. The claims were dismissed voluntarily before Morrissey or any other groups filed an answer responding to the specific allegations. Morrissey was also contacted for comment in connection with this story. Unwanted conservatorship. The suit alleged that the plaintiffs thwarted for years Vertigo's rightful emancipation from his guardianship, and that they strenuously sought to insulate Vertigo from discovering that the guardianship was being exploited for their own personal financial gain. The case claims that Vertigo's daughter had tried to get their father out of the conservatorship in 2021. The case alleged that Vertigo's medical records confirmed his capacity for more than a decade. The steadfast refusal of the guardians and the court to arrange for a capacity hearing to determine the necessity of the guardianship ultimately required Fatima to file an Article 78 proceeding ordering this hearing. The filing stated. In the suit, multiple doctors gave attestation to Vertigo's cognitive abilities, and they said he was not deficient. One of the doctors wrote, he is not found to be incompetent to a degree that he needs a guardian for a neuropsychiatric point of view. More litigations by Wendy Conservator. Y'all, this goes on and on and on. It can go on and on. I'm not going to read all of it, but I just wanted y'all to hear what was being said. Like that this dog-faced lady, Sabrina Morrissey, has been out here, and don't just judge. Don't that lady look like Abby Lee? Don't she look like a thick-ass Abby Lee Miller? This lady look like Abby Lee. She look like Abby Lee. Yes, she do. But anyway, let's continue. So this was not only crazy because like they claiming like, and I'm talking about the publicist. Now the publicist is out here claiming that, Wendy Williams was taken advantage of by the producers. No, Wendy Williams is being taken advantage of by you. How the fuck are you a publicist and you all in Wendy's face? She is only supposed to contact you to make personal statements. Wendy don't need no damn publicist. Wendy don't even damn near remember what her real name is. What does she need with a publicist and a manager? Why hasn't she seen her kids? And then look at this motherfucker right here. Kevin Senior. Kevin gonna tell us. Kevin ex-husband. Hold on, let me zoom out so we can like hold. Okay, wait, maybe I need to zoom in. All right, so it says, okay, so everyone heard F. Kevin through the docuseries. No problem. The show took precedent over everything. So this is the man who stole Wendy's money, got a side bitch pregnant, divorced her and left her while she was going through all of these health struggles to get with a side bitch, and then gave the side bitch Wendy's money, had the side bitch using Wendy's cars, had the side bitch driving Wendy's cars, had the side bitch getting businesses and with Wendy's money. But this is who we gonna listen to, okay? So let's listen. So it says, no problem. The show took precedent over everything, including family. What I guess they left out was that while she was in Florida getting recovery 3 years ago, there were the secret calls her sister was set up with Debmar Mercury with false pretense that she would be getting show back. That was a lie and broke shit more than anything. They only were trying to get her to satisfy an insurance claim so they could obviously replace losses and the money that they were stealing, $5 to $15 million. And they wanted control Her sister was trying to get ultimate control herself. It was medical proxy at that time. But her naivete allowed her not only to be played, and once she got back to NY, they kicked her sister out and she spiraled worse. I was involved at the time, blood on a lot of hands. Y'all, I'm just gonna be real about this. I don't believe a damn thing that this man gotta say. Okay? Okay, so my bad. Whew. All right. So y'all, it's quite strange when niggas try to act like they some type of heroes, or they like, you know, they know the real tea when the truth is everybody is he's mad because not only is he is he losing everything, he lost his house, he losing his cars, he can't pay his insurance, he got liens, he got lawsuits against him, but he wants to drag everybody else down with him. And when I tell you this, listen to when I say this, he does not give a fuck about Wendy. And if it was up to him, he would have all of Wendy's money and Wendy would be destitute. And the reason why he's bashing the family right now, and instead of, you know, the bitches who are leaving Wendy Williams in an empty apartment with no food, right? The reason that he's bashing them is because he does not want anybody to help Wendy. He wants Wendy to suffer the way that he feels that he is suffering. And in order to damage the belief and credibility of the family, he is going to say all of these salacious things in hopes to damage their reputation and uphold the reputation of this, of this conservator. Because he knows that he ain't getting the money, but at least Wendy not either. So she ain't getting the last laugh. He is. That's what it really gives for him. That's what it's really giving y'all. And I'm letting y'all know you can't trust anything that a nigga like him gotta say. Period. And thank y'all. Thank y'all for the congratulations. Okay. All right. All right, y'all. So let's move on. So this right here. This is hold on, I'm about to show y'all a video. Wait, making sure I'm on the right thing. All right, so now I want to show y'all what the producers had to say. The producers said that they would not have, did this if they known Wendy had dementia. No one would have rolled a camera. I said that I was surprised that nobody else could fucking see it because it was easy for me to tell. So let's listen.
My apartment.
Wendy.
No, you're saying this. You said the show. The show works. September. What about September? I go back on TV. So now you're saying September is when you're going to be like going back? That's according to my apartment. No, you're saying this. You said the show. The show works. September. What about September? I go back on TV.
Y'all, ain't no way that these producers did not know Wendy Williams had dementia or something. Like, ain't no way you video recording this and you don't know that something is off. But I'm happy that they are recording her because now we get to see that Wendy Williams is not being cared after in the way that she deserves to be. It's bringing in a lot of light, and hopefully some investigations from other people into this whole guardianship. But it don't just stop there, y'all. Wendy Williams, former lawyer from Miami who was fired when the Guardian was put in place, shares a video of Wendy doing better in the care of her son. Hold on, so let's hear.
I'm not giving you points for saying that to me. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, I'm trying.
No, but it's I was born and I like the company I keep there, and I do what I can. I do what I can.
I see you looking real healthy now.
Please, Kevin, please.
Yeah, but you also like how it's really private, because I know you like gyms if they're private, of course.
Yeah, I like it, and I also like food, which is why I've got to keep on my routines with going to the gym.
Yeah, and like how have you been eating? Like, because everyone that looks at you, you have beautiful skin. Like, people want to know what's the secret.
Thank you. I'm not giving you points for saying that to me. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, I'm trying.
No, but it's I was born and
so in this you can see that Wendy Williams sounds coherent. She sounds good, and her son had also allegedly let us know that Wendy Williams is in a alcohol-induced dementia. So the Miami entertainment lawyer, I weighed the decision for a long time. I have kept silent because I have been threatened with physical and financial harm, but I just couldn't sit silent any longer. The lawyer went on to state, while Wendy was in Miami with her son, I would often witness candid moments of their mother and son dynamic. I could tell that he loves his mother so much, and as you can see, the feeling was mutual. You can clearly see the difference between Wendy's well-being during her time in Florida with her son caring for her and her lack thereof in New York under this guardianship. These Wendy are not the same. How did her health deteriorate so quickly? And why isn't her only child allowed to be by her side? She wasn't like that when he cared for her. Ask the hard questions. I took this video literally 2 weeks before Wendy was court ordered to return to New York to respond to a guardianship petition filed by her bank. Let that sink in. And that's what I'm asking. I'm saying, how can the bank put in a guardianship petition for me? Like, what? My mother passed away on October 1st, 2022 from complications related to her ALS diagnosis. And I feel so blessed and grateful that I was able to spend every second that I could with her before she left this earth. If Wendy's diagnosis is true, now more than ever, her son should be allowed that same grace. He deserves it. And most importantly, Wendy deserves it. This footage belongs to me. I captured it. And I'm saying, how y'all gonna take this woman away from her children? How y'all gonna take this woman away from her family? How y'all gonna do that? It is not making sense to me, y'all. But y'all, it does not just stop there. Y'all, it don't just y'all, it get worse. Okay, let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me go to it real quick. Ciao. Give me 1 second. Give me one margarita. I'ma open my leg. Give me 2 margarita. Okay, I'm gonna do this real quick. Okay. Okay, so this is what I'm about to play. Okay, y'all, give me 1 second. I'm about to pull up the video right now. I'm just waiting for the page to load. Okay. All right. So let me do this right here. All right, and this is coming from Daily Mail. Okay. Ciao. And this is an interview by Wendy's friend.
Let's talk about what matters most to you. I just got a piece of information that the woman who is currently the appointed guardian has been accused of a scheme to rob a different client. There's a $30 million suit against her. You have said you have concerns about what is going on with this guardianship. How so?
When I was in New York and staying with Wendy in the summer, I noticed when she would call, she had no access to her money. So every time she had to do anything that she had to pay for, she had to go through the Guardian. And she would call to order her breakfast at 7:30 in the morning with the Guardian, and she would take the order, and the order wouldn't show up until sometimes noon. And so Wendy wouldn't have any food. And when I went back to LA, I would have to send her food from Los Angeles to New York through delivery service because she the communication wasn't there, and she had no other access to money than this Guardian. And so that's what was concerning to me, because she was telling me she didn't have food. And her publicist also, who lives out in LA, both of us were going back and forth sending food to Wendy because she wasn't having access to food.
You know, I was reading in here, Regina, where you were like,
certainly,
where you were worried that one of the impacts of this documentary, or whatever you want to call it, is going to be that Wendy won't work again. But do you believe that she'll ever be in control of her? Go ahead, please.
I think that the depiction of this, what I thought was going to be a comeback kid story, seems to be like a demise of Wendy's story. And I haven't heard an official diagnosis from a doctor. You know, I've heard from this team that we don't know who the team is, and from Kevin and her nephew, Travis, but no doctor has actually confirmed these diagnoses. So, I mean, maybe I'm in denial because I'm so close to the issue. And I have, in reflection, I see the behaviors that could potentially be such a diagnosis, but I don't want to believe that she is, at this point, unproducible. That's not my opinion.
I'll tell you, when I was with her a few summers ago, I guess now, she was impressively a mess. I felt very badly for her. I talked to her about it directly, and as you might imagine, she had absolutely no appetite for the discussion. But she was putting down a lot of substances. And she then wound up going on break to get herself together. Do you believe that Wendy had figured out how to deal with her behaviors before this diagnosis?
Yes, I think that Wendy has always, I've known Wendy since we were 13 years old. Wendy's always been doing what she wants, when she wants, how she wants, and she's very clever. So she could potentially have been getting away, quote unquote, with a diagnosis potentially like this for a long time, because she's quite smart. And yeah.
Let's talk about what matters most.
So basically she's saying she's saying that Wendy Williams, she don't even believe that Wendy may have dementia, that we haven't gotten any of this from a doctor, a credible doctor, that is just coming from a team, and we don't even know who this team is, who the doctors are. All of these documents are sealed, and we just have to take their word for it. And not only that, but Wendy has been left in the house by herself with no food, nothing to eat, waiting for hours upon hours to get something to eat. And not only that, but then her lawyer from that was in Miami was pushed out of the way, and Sabrina Morrissey was pushed into place, and then Sabrina Morrissey shut all communication from Wendy and her family, including her own fucking son, and just isolated Wendy. Y'all, this is really this is crazy to me, y'all. Can you imagine? Can you imagine working all your life to achieve the things that you wanted to achieve, right? And then some white bitch who ain't got shit but a degree could come in and take everything that you work so hard for and then remove you from your friends, remove you from your family, take all your money, and you are left with nothing to show for it. Can you believe that? Like, how fucked up is that? Is it me? Because I know I'm not the only one who sees that this is some fucked up shit. Like, this woman is not allowed to see her son for her own safety. So y'all fear for Wendy's safety against